Yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
First and 10.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Bang, 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 bang.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing is Jackson. Throwing deep for Galladay. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Prescott now. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Switch. Here we go, 47. Here we go. Forward in. Check back 54. Right 54. Hey, come on now. Check. Hey, kill. Mike's 54. 26.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Here we go. Forward in. 50. Mike 50. You can't block me. 26.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Ashawn Robinson coming out of the University of Alabama. A big, physical, intimidating force who had to learn to play with more leverage. Otherwise, he's going to get blown off the ball in the NFL. Looks like he's learning his lessons after that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Jared Davis in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll sling that one in there. Complete to Cooper on a comebacker. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the 22, Jackson. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Open man is heard. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hurd. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Kenny Golladay is intended receiver. And it's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. There we go. 64. Wait. Let's keep moving. Convert. Kill, kill, kill. Yup, yup.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Pollard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. First down throw for Prescott. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
At their 49-yard line.
Now Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 38-yard line. Prescott now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Prescott, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of, into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now Jackson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they go screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Taco Charlton coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
To
throw is Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Trey Flowers make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again, and That play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Prescott now from the 50. Running one fly deep for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions, and you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year, but he's really on the uptick. 10th carry now for Elliott, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brings up second and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, 46.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. On second down, Elliott. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Marr on for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Check pass. Check pass.
Operating from the gun. Jackson, throw to the right, taken in by Hurd. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Man, I got you. Hey,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Move. 47. Check. 3 there. Check. Kill.
On second down, it's Pollard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
It looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Watch out. We're going to 53. 31.
On third down, Elliott. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They keep on the ground with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you get success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try to throw now. Prescott throwing middle, and it's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now Prescott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Cowboys on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's third and 1. Back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Prescott going to come up first and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun again to Elliott. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So now this will be, in all likelihood, to force overtime. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Let's go, baby!
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. Again, it's Elliott, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Here's Prescott. High throw, but the catch is made. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. On first down, Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
He wasn't ready.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Here's Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Marr able to put this one through. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there in overtime. 51 yards. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeMarcus Lawrence in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 10. Incomplete. Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. And now with 6 seconds left in overtime, they're going to take a timeout. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially keep this game alive in OT. And that is no good. This was an excellent affair to witness, Charles, but there's always that part of you in the pit of the stomach when some guy has to be sort of the scapegoat, as they were here on the missed field goal. You just hate that, don't you?
A little bit of empathy there, right? That means that we still kind of have that. I know that the team that won, they don't have a lot of it. They were hoping he would miss it, of course, and he did. But I'm with you. You're watching him, and his shoulders just slumped, and